Now, if you get onto the SAFM Lifestyle Show on Facebook site, just go onto Facebook, look up SAFM Lifestyle Show, and you'll see a pair of very fetching legs in long green socks. Those are Monique's legs in, not green, what am I saying, red, I'm completely colorblind here, in long red socks. And if you're wondering who that is, that's Monique wearing long red socks, and it's part of Red Sock Friday. Because if you've been missing Football Friday, now's the time for you to let loose. Get yourself a pair of red socks, belong to a tribe, so to speak. There's something else for you. And on the line with us, the man who can tell us all about it, John McEnroy. John, hello.
Good morning, Michelle. How are you?
I'm absolutely brilliant. I hope you're wearing your red socks.
I have only got red socks on at the moment.
That's it.
I couldn't believe it when you said you were looking at green socks with Monique. I was going to disown her.
No, I'm afraid I really actually am colorblind. I looked at it for a moment, and for just one moment I saw green. But I know that it's red. It's Red Sock Friday, and now it's Red Sock Saturday today.
Of course. There's never a bad reason to put on the red socks.
So tell us all about it.
Well, where do we start? It was launched in April this year, in the 9th of April 2010. So we've only been going for about 8-9 months. It's been a pretty awesome journey. But basically it all started from when I was living overseas in Dublin. I used to work for a property developer. I used to wear a suit every day. And a good friend of mine moved across to Dublin at the same time as me. And anyway, cut a long story short, he then returned back to South Africa at the end of the first year. And he was a doctor, or he is a doctor, so he played Olympic hockey into Olympics. And basically, at the end of that year, we wanted to find something that would represent our friendship, something that would symbolize our passion for living and our energy and all that kind of thing. And we weren't quite sure what that would be. And we just thought we'd wait for something to emerge. And he told a story about his school days that basically every year they honoured people that died in the First and Second World Wars at their school, and every year he would remember this old guy who would come to the front of the chapel and he'd have red socks on, and we were like, why has this guy got red socks on? And the story came out that this guy and his two best friends, before they went off to war, they said to each other, if anyone survives the war, that when they return they've got to wear red socks every day, so the three of them will always be together in some form. And we were like cheapers. It was like a trigger reaction. It was like, wow. And I gave Simo a pair of red socks, he gave me a pair of red socks, and since 2007 we worn red socks, and we just decided to wear them every Friday. We thought we can't wear them every day. So every Friday he's been working in Tanzania. He's now actually working in Bahamas with his wife, which is pretty cool. And we've worn red socks. And then it was the beginning of last year. I was still working in Dublin, and there was a lot of negativity, recession talk. It's probably worse now in Dublin. I was actually just there last week. But the red socks just represented like a break from that, something fun, something spirited, and more people in my office started wearing red socks. Then my housemate and his colleagues at KPMG started wearing red socks, and it all started from there really. And then one day I woke up and I realized that we can spread this around the world, and I just pictured red socks moving and spreading positive energy all around the world map.
So who is actually wearing red socks in South Africa at the moment?
Who is right now? The South African sort of population or community of red sockers is the biggest in the world. We're in 36 countries already, which has been an amazing feeling to think of people spreading and sending socks to each other. You can send socks through the site, so if you've got a close friend or a relative in Australia or in England or wherever, you can send them a pair of socks with a personal message. So your friend in Australia will pick up the socks, and then there'll be a secret code on the socks. So she'll, whoa, who the hell sent me these red socks? And then the secret code she'll type into the site, and then a message from Michelle will come up, and it'll be like, I've thought of you every time on Friday when you wear these, or whatever it means to you. So at the moment I'm not actually sure the exact number in South Africa. Cape Town is definitely leading the charge in terms of number of soccers, but Joburg is hot on its heels. The recent sort of soccer surge has come from Joburg, which has been really exciting. So there's all sorts of different people for all sorts of different reasons wearing red socks all over the world, which is it's amazing. In fact, a couple of weeks ago I ran the Sani Stagger Marathon. It was my first marathon. I say ran. I walked most of it, but it was an amazing moment. I saw a pair of knee-high red socks like in the distance. I was like, jeez, I have to catch this. I was thinking there's no way that there must be just some compression socks or some fancy running socks. So anyway, I got close to this girl eventually, and I looked on the side of her leg, and it said "Shoops," and I was like, I couldn't believe it. So I said to her, well, where'd you get your socks from? And she goes, it's a new initiative called Red Sock Friday. And I was going, no ways. And then she turned and she saw my knee-high red socks, and I was like, "Shoops!" Like I'm also a red socker. So that was a really special moment. But more and more of those moments are happening, especially at airports. airports. I bumped into an Australian guy I hadn't seen for a few years, and I saw him at an airport on a Tuesday, and whatever reason I had my socks on, and I said, "Chris, how's it?" And he came across to me, and he just lifted up his trouser leg, and he had his red socks on. It was just another special moment. But a lot more of them are happening because it's just starting to spread, and the fever's starting to set in, which is awesome. But it's all from within. People have to spread it and give socks to their friends, give socks to people they want to give socks to, and it comes from passionate people spreading it to passionate people. So we're hoping to unearth every passionate person in this country and in the world. So that's the plan anyway.
Talking about the fever within, I see that you guys got together in a flash mob a while back.
Yeah, I mean, everyone will agree the spirit in the lead up to the World Cup, the Football Friday fever, the whole excitement of the World Cup was something that was so special for our country, and it was something that was, we need to capture more often. And anyway, the month before the World Cup, I was actually leaving for India. I did my MBA. I was doing an exchange program in India, and in fact, it coincided exactly with the dates of the World Cup, which was a pity. But I was in town a month before the World Cup, and a group of us Red Sockers just got together, and within the space of about 10 days, pulled together the disky dance and hit Cape Town train station in an incredible moment. And it was one of the proudest days of my life. I'll never ever forget that. It was goosebump stuff, and we were all in our Bafana shirts, white, black, Indian, coloured, old, young, boy, girl, lady. It just didn't matter, and commuters started joining in, South Africans started joining in, and at the end, traditional flash mobs, you do your thing, and then you go off and do go off to your station or to your train. But with this, the people just stayed and wanted more. So we ended up singing Shosholoza and then singing Nkosi Sikeleli, and the entire train station joined like a human chain. And I'll never forget that moment. And we definitely going to do another flash mob, so watch out for that. But it was incredible. The Football Friday fever was awesome, and now I guess I don't know, so many people have put their Bafana shirts away. I mean, I see one or two people with their Bafana shirts. Even on my flight back from Ireland, there was one or two guys, and you just have such an awesome link with these people. And I don't know why that we've kind of packed away our spirit with the World Cup, and I think it's time for us South Africans to lead the way and get our spirit out again and put our red socks on and show that we've got our gears.
So if people are keen to find out more about the Red Sox, how do they do it?
Simple. It's redsockfriday.com. So it's simple, R-E-D, sock, S-O-C-K, Friday. I think my spelling is not bad, but yeah, redsockfriday.com. And you basically, you can join there. As soon as you join, wherever you're living in the world, you're then put on this big red soccer world map, and it's painted in different shades of red according to how many red sockers there are. So when you're traveling, when you're moving around, you can click on that place in the world. What I do, and I'll link up with someone even though I've never met them before. For a red socker, you generally have such a like-mindedness, and people want to get to know you, want to find out. So it's been an awesome adventure, and we're approaching. We're in 36 different countries now since we started in April this year. So we're very new, we're very young, but exciting times ahead. And we've actually just established a partnership with. I can speak about it now with Avis South Africa, which I'm really excited about. Their whole vibe, and in fact the way that we came together was the most natural sort of. It was just chemistry, and we're really excited about the year ahead. I don't want to say too much in terms of what's going to happen, but just watch the space.
We're watching the space.
Yeah.
John McEnroy, I'm going to have to stop you right there. Sorry. Okay. It's been fantastic. Legend. John McEnroy, thanks very much for joining us. And if you want to find out what that website is again, it's redsockfriday.com. redsockfriday.com. And if you want to see Monique wearing her rather fetching red socks, you can do so. Get onto the Facebook site and look up SAFM Lifestyle Show, and you'll see her legs in them red socks.
Giddy up, Rudolph! Giddy up, Dasher! Giddy up!